And back here at home, tonight Fox 4 Investigates is on the front lines of the deadly opioid epidemic, specifically man-made fentanyl causing overdoses because now this drug is moving beyond pills. The CDC tells us it is everywhere.
Florida's Attorney General is so worried she's talking about teenagers younger than 14 overdosing. Fox 4 Investigates, Ryan Kruger and Fox 4 anchor Shari Armstrong leading this urgent community conversation.
Ryan and Shari, the reason why we're having this conversation right now is fentanyl is killing more 18 to 45-year-olds than anything else.
Yeah, and whether we're talking about here in Southwest Florida or across the country, fentanyl is becoming the most dangerous drug on the streets of America.
In fact, it might already be. The National Safety Council says since 2019, fentanyl's killed more than 154,000. And those totals do not include the current year. The Joint Florida Drug Task Force, called NetForce, says that it's taken 4 million grams of Southwest Florida streets in its last 3 operations alone. And as Nadine and Chris talked about, this is also impacting children, Ryan.
Yeah, a Maryland pediatrics firm says 5,000 kids and teenagers died from fentanyl overdoses in the last 2 decades. But here's the interesting part. They say half of those deaths happened just in the last 2 years after the COVID-19 pandemic started. So that is why our series, Fentanyl Frontlines, will spend the next few days examining how this historic, highly concentrated prescription pain management opioid is making its way illegally into Southwest Florida. While doctors do prescribe fentanyl, it's mainly being mixed with and then sold when someone buys an illegal drug. The CDC says fentanyl is 50 times more powerful than heroin, 100 times more powerful than morphine. Right now, it's killing 150 people every day across the country. That's why Fox 4 Investigates is committed to spending the next few days showing you how fentanyl's Southwest Florida impact, from being laced in other drugs, dressed up as medicine, and sometimes being mistaken as candy. I'm going to take you exclusively inside the DEA drug lab in Miami, where a team of scientists look at thousands of pills every day. They look pharmaceutical grade, but they are sold on the streets filled with illicit fentanyl. Also accountability. What lawmakers on multiple levels say they are doing about the drug that is continuing to claim so many lives.
We are also covering the staggering human toll. Fentanyl killing more and more people. In fact, in 2021, drug overdoses killed 100,000 Americans. That is the first time ever that number has been reached. Florida's Attorney General Ashley Moody adding this perspective: 3/4 of those drug overdose deaths were fentanyl related. That is why tonight our series starts with my conversation with a recovering addict to understand the scope of just what we are dealing with here. So tonight I am checking in with the Punta Gorda man. We met Markelly Joseph right after Hurricane Ian. You might remember he is not new to drugs, Southwest Florida. He's not new to treatment, but we did meet him in rehab days before Thanksgiving and his last days there, where he told me he was scared to go home, saying the temptation alone has him concerned.
Even though as a man, I'm ready for that. That's what I want. You know, at the same time, like what I've gone through, in a sense, I may not be ready.
I remember he was incredibly concerned, and months later, I revisited Markelly. I am sharing his journey, helping us all understand how fentanyl has moved beyond pills. That post-rehab discussion when Ryan and I see you tonight at 10.
And Shari, in the days following, stay tuned as Fox 4 Investigates tracks the effort to stop fentanyl as it continues to move through our communities. We're also going to post links to all the resources on Investigate section of fox4now.com. Shari and I will see you tonight at 10. With Shari Armstrong, I'm Ryan Kruger. Fox 4 Investigates.